All right, guys. I know it's been quite some time, but welcome back. This is the Shade Room and a half, as Nug wanted to call it earlier. Uh, your host right here is your boy, OG Lemur. Y'all motherfuckers be calling me Kingle. Y'all motherfuckers should be calling me Lemur. It is what it is. Uh, Joined today by Nug, that man right over there in the other box, and then the man hiding his face. Maybe he has somebody on his bed right now. Who fucking knows? It's a Wiz. How you doing, Wiz?
Hello.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do just a little mid-season review. I know we haven't had too much way of in the way of content, so we're gonna drop this little one right here for you, just so you know, get the streams going. Just kind of, you know, get the get the juices flowing over here in the RZSL medium team. No, go ahead and just start it off, my man. Where you want to go with this? Yeah, at the beginning of the season, I would not have said Sam would be a part of the tank bowl. Did not see that happening whatsoever. Honestly, I saw this division going one way and one way only, a two-way battle between Little and Sam. I don't know if he likes Lamar Jackson all too much, Sam, considering most QBs I've ever seen him with in the past few years have been, statues back behind the line of scrimmage. So that's probably so honestly, it is a big adjustment going from something like that and then going from a running quarterback. Like it's different completely. You can't necessarily with Lamar Jackson, unfortunately, fit balls into tight windows, despite the fact that in real life he really can hit them. So, but I mean, you can sprint all over the goddamn place, but it takes time getting used to. And Little, honestly, he's not running away with this division the way I thought he would. He's leaving it for MG to go ahead and grab. And honestly, despite the fact that Shadow is 3-6, somehow, some way, there's a shot in hell where he can make a run. But we're talking about Shadow, so he's definitely not going to make a run at the end of the day. He's still going to stay at the bottom of that division. But that's as much as I have on the AFC North right there.
Uh, I'd say a big surprise for me is MG sitting at 6-3. I don't know in the context of his schedule of what it's been up to this point, but I expected him to be in the position of say 1-8, especially given that Deshaun is suspended up until week 11. Then Sam also being at 1-8 is a huge surprise. I would expected him to be at least in competition for second place in the division, fighting Shadow. And Little, I know he had a rough stretch of 3 games versus playing against Fu, Instant, and someone else. But oh, you, and losing all three. But I don't know. I see still him winning this division and it not really being close for first place.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, considering the fact that his next two games this week he plays TCG and then he plays Fu. I don't know who the fuck D Thet is. I forget who the fuck. Yeah, yeah, D. That's not that fucking easy of a game either. He faces Shadow again. And that game he played against Shadow, he scored a good shitload of points, but I mean, it was played twice, so Madden isn't too nice the third time around. I will say though, there is a caveat. He did have a one score game with Little, way at the back beginning of the year. It was 17-10 loss. So, maybe he does, put it together. Who fucking knows? But then again, he only beat Screw by 3 the first time around. So, you never know. Yeah, I mean, I would never ever want to face MG in the playoffs just because of the fact that that man actually does fucking watch crazy film like a psychopath. Uh, so I mean, if he ever does make a run and he's in the playoffs, like I'm just giving him the force when I'm like, all right, dog, you do your thing. You think that, but the NFC is kind of soft this year, bro. The fact that I'm fucking three and whatever, we're gonna talk about the NFC West and the NFC in a little bit, but NFC is a little soft. I mean, I'm sticking with what I thought at the beginning of the year before anything happened. Little's gonna win that division. I predict Shadow's gonna find his way to the bottom of the division because I just want Sam to just beat him, and so I can make fun of Shadow some more. But more realistically, it's gonna be Sam in the tank bowl all the way through, tanking for QB1, either CJ Stroud or the fuck the other dude is Bryce Young. Is that who the other one is? Yeah, Bryce Young. So. Um, no, he's tanking for QB1. Don't know which of the QBs he's gonna take, but you never know.
Um, I think my predictions. I think Lil's gonna win the division. Um, I think uh Shadow's gonna find his way to second in the division, but still not gonna make the playoffs. MG third, and I think Sam's gonna remain for the Tank Bowl.
Hey, Damian Pierce is that dude, okay? Damian Pierce is that dude. Yeah, no, the winner's gonna be the Texans. Everybody else is in the tank bowl right now. I don't know what they're tanking for. I mean, I guess the Colts are tanking for a QB. I don't know what the Jaguars are tanking for. They have uh Trevor Lawrence, for the next what 5 years, 4 years. I mean, there's that too. Whatever. But I mean, I don't think Struck is necessarily ass. So I think when he got his team, he's probably like, all right, it's tank time. Uh, I mean, he has who does he have? Kevin Willis or Mark Willis, whatever the fuck his name is. That fucking QB said, yeah, Malik Willis. That my fucking motherfucker in real life was sitting behind Ryan Tannehill's dumbass. I mean, that situation for the Titans is just straight dog shit. It's one of those teams. If I had a hold of, I would just blow up because there's what pieces are you building off of? Old ass Derrick Henry. What wide receiver core? There's literally none. I mean, maybe Traylon Burks, but Who knows if he's even being developed correctly? There's no piece on that Titans team that you can build off of at any point. Just ship him off. Rumors. I mean, rumors. We all know that, and we know that running backs regress after 28 in this league. They don't help regression after that. All right, and there's rumors that some of that defensive core is already being blown up on, and being shipped out. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I think this is DD's division to lose every Madden. I mean every season. Um, I think Straka. I think your King made a good point with him. He got the team the position it was in. He has no really incentive to win. He's more going to be a judge of next season, and just Thunder and Beef are terrible. So yeah, they're all just going to be fighting for the bottom of the division, and I just don't expect them to do anything.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Thunder is which one?
Jaguars.
Oh, never mind. All right. Well, yeah. Why didn't anybody tell me that while I was talking? Come on, you could have winked at me. Damn, bro, I forgot that man was the Jaguars. Yeah, no, he's dog shit. He's gonna see this. I want him. I'm looking straight in the eyes. Thunder, you're dog shit, dog. Dog shit. Sorry. It is what it is. All right. But with that, we're gonna go to the AFC East, the instant cheese division. I mean, we don't have to necessarily ever really talk about this division either. I don't know who decided in the league office. I don't know who decided in the league office to go ahead and give this man the cheesiest team of the new Madden cycle. Jalen Waddle. I mean, Tua's not that bad because TFG fucking sucks him off too. So like, I mean, this is the cheese squad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why he's the number one team in the league this year. That's why he has 345 points scored and only 141 scored against him. Most teams don't even have or have like, I mean, the next closest one in his division has 215 scored on him. Like, it's ridiculous. This is instance to lose this cycle. He'll probably, I think 2 more seasons in, just get bored of fucking demolishing dudes and just be like, all right, give this to somebody else. Honestly, I think after next season he's gonna be like bored of it and look for a fucking rebuilding team that we're struggling to fill. Hey, don't do Randy like that. You can do Adam like that because I actually don't know who Adam is. I'm be real, but I mean, you can't do Randy like that. That man's gonna at you like 30 times after watching this.
Um, yeah, I think that yeah, it's instance division to lose. He's 10-0. He's best team in the league, and so far the projected Super Bowl winner at this point in time, I would say. TCG, I know he got in a little slump in the middle of the season, losing to Sam and a few others. And now I know Josh Allen is injured for a few games, but I think he'll manage to pull at least enough through to get through with the Josh Allen injury. I think he's gonna still make a wild card spot in the AFC. Adam, I'm pretty sure, like from my experience playing him, he's not like terrible. He's a pretty decent player. I think maybe he's a sleeper candidate for a 7 seed, I would say. And there, there. No, 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 my headset disconnected. And then Randy, I know Randy is trying in the process of the rebuild mode with the Patriots, and I think he's gonna be just playing through that for the next few seasons, trending toward probably just gonna be one of the bottom in the division. I think depending, I think he'd be competitive maybe with Adam, TCG. Depending, you're right, he's the iffiest of the if. Maybe catch him on a bad day, might be able to sneak an upset out, but he's not touching instant, so. Uh, Only team I would maybe think is Fu, but yeah.
It's gonna be a fluent instant Super Bowl, isn't it? That's gonna be dumb. It's all right. So you're saying that you're gonna give instant his win? No, I know that's what I'm saying. You're gonna give instant his first Super Bowl of the new Madden cycle. Jesus, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's Rios.
Rios.
Um, I expected Nero to be a little bit more competitive than he is right now. No, I didn't think he'd be fighting for the first in the division per se, but I would not have said he'd be 2-7. Mason, I knew nothing about him, so I had no expectations for him this season. Um, he seems to just be playing like a middle of the pack player. Chris with an R, 6-3. This is at the beginning of the season. Predicted him to win the fight for second in division. I think just Rio's edge. I think Rio's just a tad bit better than him, and the Chiefs. I think just the Chiefs roster is maybe a slightly bit better, and you know, so I think I had Rios. I think the top. I think I have Rios winning it still, and Chris winning second.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, in Madden terms, Derek Carr is not the greatest quarterback. I said in Madden terms because fuck. In real life, he is top 10 quarterback, but he is not treated like a top 10 quarterback in Madden rankings or in TFG's eyes because TFG doesn't know shit and fuck TFG, he can suck my dick. This is a TFG hate stream. If you guys didn't know that, fuck that man. He knows literally nothing about football. He sucks the dick off of random ass players that are absolute dog shit. But you know what? It is what it is. Uh, that is my rant because he absolutely hates on the Raiders. One of like three teams that he just never counts in anything. It's completely sidetracked. This is Rios's and Chris's division. I think Nero has a shot either next year or the following year to go ahead and make some real noise once he does get a new quarterback. And honestly, once he gets some cornerbacks, because I mean, all he really has is Nate Hobbs. Amik Robertson, while is a player that I enjoyed, I mean, not that great. Rock Sin also kind of, middle average. So that defensive backfield maybe upgrade a little bit, but I mean, aside from that, it's just honestly, it is just a QB. He just needs a better QB, a young QB that he can develop, and that's literally all the pieces that he needs, and he could really contend. Uh, once Nero is on, yo, that man is firing some weird ass shit. That man throws absolute dots. That man is fucking. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy when Nero is good. So I look forward to him next year. Putting some fucking big numbers up. But he is also a part of the tank for CJ Stroud or Bryce Young crew. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes for him. I, I mean, at the end of the, I don't necessarily think that's what he'll do. I mean, I'm not Nero. I don't necessarily know, but I mean, give it a year or two, maybe because I mean, Derek Carr is only as good as he'll ever get now. In Madden. Like there's no going up from there. He is what he is, unfortunately. So if he wants to compete, if he wants to go ahead and get into the playoffs and make some noise and everything like that, he's probably gonna have to look at upgrading or getting away from Derek Carr. Um, defensive backfield too, though, because I mean at the end of the day, it's a passing league, Madden in real life. If you can't stop the pass, you're pretty much fucked. And maybe his linebacking core, but that's pretty much all I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can go. Understood.
yeah, I'm also hoping that he finishes 215 because I mean at that point in time he'd look at the roster, he'd be in top two, maybe top three. So yeah, yeah, I'm sure that value is a little bit different for you, isn't that right? Uh, but speaking of safeties, we're going to go ahead and go to the safety blanket of the league, the NFC North, because everybody loves to pick one of these goddamn NFC North teams. I don't know what the appeal of the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, or the shit Green Bay Packers are. Granted, TFG, boost that that Packers roster. So I mean, I guess I understand the appeal there, but at 7-3 for the Packers, they're leading the division there. I honestly, I have no idea who any of these users are except for the Bears, who is HBK, who is doing an absolute horrible job at tanking. Uh, That roster is absolute dog shit, so I don't know what he's doing. He's not helping himself whatsoever. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know what? I actually played Milky, I think last week. I see Wiz now has the Lions in front of him. That makes a lot of sense. It is what it is.
Sure. Um, yeah. So I think the winner of the division, even with Diaz having a two-game lead, he has a tougher schedule for the latter half of the schedule. I think it's gonna end up being either HBK or I. Um, I don't know which one between us it will be, but it's gonna be one of us two. Diaz getting second or third, depending on how head to head goes, and then Milky. I know he just has no plans for Kirk Cousins being in his future. Um, but to be fair, Justin Fields is terrible. He I recently just played HBK and Justin Fields threw like 6 interceptions. It was horrible. Um, but yeah, that's my predictions for the final standings of the division. That is a really fair question. The offense is just pitiful and slow. Jared Goff is not the ideal QB, but the culture here, man. Dan Campbell really just generates a great culture here, and we're gonna just figure out a way to at least at least try and make it challenging for the Packers to win the division.
And bro, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. How in the hell do you expect either you or the Bears to be the division winners here? You guys have to win basically every single game for the rest of the year and not lose, one or two. Like your guys' margin of error is fucking minuscule. Like it almost doesn't fucking exist. Diaz just has to win two games. He has to win two games, and I'm going into the schedule right now to see what his two games he can more than likely win are. Let's see who's he going
Well,
against.
I
He has Straka that he's going against who's the tankable, so we'll count that as one. He's going against Nug, that's a tough one. He's going against HBK, that's a tough one. He'll go against the Rams, that's a tough one. He'll go against Ensign, that's a tough one. Milky, and then you. If he beats you or Milky, and then his guaranteed win against Straka, he wins the division. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like he just needs to win two games. You guys have to win every game. He needs to win two.
hey,
I mean, but what's fucking HBK is what 4-6 right now. Yeah, 4-6. All right, so let's see. Let's look at the damn Bears real quick. They have to win every single game, which means they have to beat Madrid. They have to beat the Jets. Who the fuck are the Jets again? Who is this guy? Adam. Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. He has to beat DS there. Then he goes on a bye. Then he has to beat Nug. Then he has to beat TCCG. Then he has to beat you. Then he has to beat Milky. He has to win. He has to win out. Yeah, and then going to the Lions yourself real quick. You also have to win out. I mean, you have a better margin of victory. You can lose a game, I believe, because you're 4-5 right now. But once you lose that game, you also have to win out. If you lose two games, because I mean you're banking on DS losing every single game except two. But I mean, I guarantee you some mad nonsense is gonna happen. He's gonna win more than two games. So yeah, so I mean, you're gonna have to win out as well. You got to beat Joe Long. You got to beat TCG. You got to beat Thunder, which is guaranteed win. Um, you got to beat Milky. You got to beat Adam, and you got to beat who are the Panthers this year? That's on the tip of my tongue.
Itchy.
Mitchie. Yeah. Sorry, Mitchie. I apologize. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Then, then you gotta you have to beat HBK, who's trying to do the same thing that you're doing, and then you have to beat DS at the end of the year. So I mean, say you went out, and he only wins two games, right? That last game at the end of the year decides the division, which I mean you would have yeah. Yeah, and your guys' last game was a fucking shootout, 42-35, which you lost, obviously by that one touchdown. So, I don't see your path to victory. I think this is DS's year. I think he takes the NFC North, easily. Um, Sorry to say, I think it's a fight for the wild card for you guys in the NFC. But then again, the NFC wild card is fucking easy. It's cake. I think you guys have to win only like 7 games to get the NFC wildcard this year. We're absolute dog shit. Literally the top of the. I'm in the NFC. All right, the top of the top is the cream of the crop, but everybody else is fucking straight shitheads. All right, you got fucking 6-4 Commanders. Which we're gonna get to in a little bit, but that's the NFC North. Anything more on the NFC North here, guys?
Uh, well, that's yeah. Well, you gotta have some confidence. You gotta have some confidence, team, because
That's right.
if
That's
we
right. That's
didn't,
right.
what would we be doing here? So that's all we can do is just take it one game at a time.
One game at a time. You're right. You're right. You know what? Let me not count you out. All right. We're flip. hmm He's the good Chris. He's the good Chris. Damn, you disrespectful for that one. We love you, Minchie. Your podcast is really fucking good. Honestly, when you throw anything in that self promotion, fucking amazing. It's fucking goaded. Love every second of it. But yeah, I think this is food as a division every year. Again, this is another LO member that gets bored of fucking destroying everybody, so just kind of goes off and gets a little rebuilding team that is hard to fill. So I think that's gonna happen after this next season as well. He's gonna win the NFC twice in a row, or at the very least win one and lose one to Los, who is fucking cheese god supreme right now. Um, yeah, I'm sorry, no, I apologize. You're not winning the NFC. Going on though, uh, yeah, I mean Madrid doing Madrid things. I think he does really well in developing teams. So I think this Falcons team very next year uh, is fucking gonna skyrocket from what they are now. It's a middling team right now, and it shouldn't be a middling team. Like this team is dog shit as well. They have almost no pieces on offense. They have very little pieces on defense. The fact that he's 4-6 right now is a miracle in and of itself. Uh, he's gonna build that team. It's gonna be fucking magnificent in the next 2 years here. Um, and Mitchie is, that Panthers team is bad. Okay. But you know what? It's fine. We're gonna see. we're gonna see him bid on some big name players and kind of take money from those guys at the top of the league. So you know what? We're gonna be okay with that. All right, we're gonna be okay with that. Wiz, you got anything for the NFC South here?
Uh, yeah, I think this is just Foo's division to win every year. I think Chris is gonna hold second for this season, but I think Madrid is definitely more of a season 2, 3 team because this Falcons roster is terrible. But he did great developing the Detroit Lions and making the playoffs. Pretty sure most of the seasons, and I can see him and winning for competing and beating Chris out for the second in the division. I think there may be some chance that Chris gets second, but and I think Mitchie's just gonna be the number 1 pick warrior, battling for it every season. But we still love him.
I'm dead. You dis you disrespectful for that. Overrated. I mean, you're gonna start it off. It's your division here, sir. Go ahead. Wiz.
Um, yeah, I didn't think Fender would be at 1-8. I thought he would be, maybe fighting for that second or third in the division. But I think Nug is gonna end up pulling this division out, and I think he's gonna more than likely not win it every season. Luna can be competitive, but Luna is just is inconsistent and is just prone to just losing games that he shouldn't lose. And Joe Long doing good this season, I think will be competing, definitely competing with Luna for a wild card spot in the NFC. But well, I think he can be very competitive in this division, for the seasons to come.
Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to see if this live is working. Oh, it was okay. Hey, see, you gotta check your audio, bro. You gotta check your audio. I'm about to say we out here for fucking damn near 30 minutes to an hour, just fucking spitballing. All right. This division is gonna go one of two ways. All right. Your confidence and your pride is gonna end up losing you the division, and you losing two games against the commies is gonna hand it to him. It's gonna be something weird. It's gonna be some stupid shit. But I think from now on, I think it is the Eagles division to lose. I don't see Luna having a better year than he is having right now. I think Luna is one of the more overrated users in the league. Uh, no hate, just also dog shit. Joe Long though, hey, my boy Joe Long, it's been a long time coming, my guy. All right, from the bottom of last Madden cycle to here you are, my guy. You got this shit. All right, I I just want everybody to know, me and Joe Long, we go back. All right, we go we go back a little bit. Love that man. Love that man. Only want to see him succeed. Okay, Joe Long, I see. Come on, man. You got this. You got this division next year, the year after. Just make some moves. Make some moves, my boy. Do it. Uh, and then Fender, it's the Cowboys, bro. Do better. Do better. Dallas in real life has the best defense apparently in the NFL. Uh, that Madden roster is not dog shit. Don't know what you're doing. The Cowboys is another team that always gets ratings boosted. I mean, is Dak out? I don't fucking know. You have DeMarcus Lawrence, don't you? You have a D line. He's injured. Oh my God. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he's 1-8. I mean, it is what it is at that point in time. I see this as a one man race with some dark horses, but you know what? I can easily change my tune next season. Jolan, come on, my boy, make this a 2-man race, and then you got this. All right, you got this. Uh,
You want me to turn that on?
Turn it
It
on. We only let Wiz do it. You gotta come back in. You gotta show
would have to be on my phone. I don't got my.
that man about to set up the cam on the iPhone.
Okay, that pretty much FaceTime.
That man gonna walk around with it. And
What's up, y'all? Okay. Let's see.
give us
Nug
our
at first, obviously. Hold on, let me set this shit up. Okay, Nug is in first for sure, but he struggles versus Luna. Yeah, Fender's a disappointment, man. That's my boy, but he's a disappointment. Um, so I think you probably still finish out first because I think you said you were 7-2. Yeah, so I don't see the other guys catching up. Even though Luna has the head to head, he probably won't do anything with that. Um, and then Joe Long, I hate to say it, he is having his season. You know what I mean? This is probably one of his best seasons for sure. Um, I don't want to call it Mickey Mouse, but you know, if you look at the, if you look at, if you look like past just the record, it isn't the best season. Um, Straka,
Hey, he should have
Straka,
also beat Fender. That's a 3-point game. Also, and
I
it's
think that was
three.
him.
It was played 3 times. We all know Madden bullshit happens on the fucking third time. Come on, guys.
I I think Fender was like a sim or something. I think so. Like they played it and they couldn't finish it out.
No, there's no force win on it.
Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember like they just were not able to finish the game. But
Hey, tough, tough.
yeah, I don't know. Luna's been kind of disrespectful, so that's been fun to watch. I think ultimately I think it goes Nug one, Luna 2. Joe Long's obviously going to finish third because his record's still like so much better than Fender's because of how disappointed he's been. Um, and then Fender, I don't know what he's doing, man. Honestly, I want to say, let me pull up Neon real quick. I want to say he's all like a lot of his games have been pretty close.
All right, I'll go from the top right now. He lost to Fu by 15. He lost to Shadow by 6. And he obviously beat Joe Long by 2 there. That was his only win. He got blown out 38-14 by the Commies, 24-10 by Diddy, 42-14 by Nug. Bro, that's XP. What's wrong with you? Um, 31-26 to Wiz right there. So I mean, yeah, that was a close game. 35-32 to HBK, which is also a close game. But that sounds like HBK trying to tank.
Yep,
Uh,
for
the
sure.
the tank allegations continue. Then he got blown out, fucking absolutely back blown out. Saturday Night Horror type blown out by DS 54-27. And then we still have Milky and then Joe Long, so on and so forth. That was his last game. He just fucking you got it, bro. That's bad. 54-27. That's awful. Hey, hey, dog. We don't need to talk about it. All right. Look. If we're
Hey,
gonna talk about the bottom first,
I'm not gonna lie. He's been playing devil's advocate these last few weeks. He's been like kind of pushing the edge on some of these top users.
I have
Kind of nervous.
actually. Look, man.
Yeah, I don't know what got into him.
All right, look, all right. What happened? What
Wait, oh
happened
no, that was
with?
a sim, right? Didn't your game
No,
not
that
save or
that wasn't
something?
a sim.
Oh, that was
That was
you.
no, that was a real game. It was competitive all the way through the first half, but then my accidental switch fucked it all up, and
Oh,
gave
that's right. I do
and
remember
and
now. I
then
do remember.
threw a pick six that bounced off of D Hop's hands, fucking DeAndre Hopkins. It was bad. So I just started chucking everything up. It wasn't a good look. We don't talk about that 62-24 loss. It's all right though. It's all right. We're not
I
gonna
was
talk
speaking
about
more
the
about the
bottom
last
first.
2 weeks. The 2 weeks before that were decent. They were
Hey,
decent.
I put the hurt in on Matt. Fuck that guy. He
Yep.
sucked.
Fuck Matt. Fuck Matt.
Yeah, I should have won. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need it. We don't need
Yes.
to talk about it, man. Fuck that, man.
Hmm. Um. Yeah, I mean, coming into this, I expected it to be a battle between Lewis and Matt. Even though Seahawks roster is not the best, Matt is just one of the top users in the league, and I expect him to just make any roster competitive. Um, I do think Lewis will end up winning it though, just because he has the better roster, and the roster really fits his play style. Um, Diddy will always be fighting for third in the division. And I think he'll be able to make a wild card in the NFC though. Yeah, I think he'll make it like have a shot for it every season. And Kingle, maybe be a sleeper for a wild card NFC position. Because yeah, no, he is definitely in a very challenging division.
every year. I don't know.
Hey, give Elo the bottom teams of the previous cycle. You know, I'm down with it. Hey, Elo can only choose from the NFC North because they all have fucking statues at quarterback. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Matt.
Hey man, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's gonna be hard for me to make the playoffs. I have to win out. That starts tonight by beating Los. But you know that remains to be seen. All right, so I gotta win out to even have a chance at a playoff spot, and then I have to watch everybody else lose. So you know that's not gonna be too easy. But it really was probably the worst year for me to choose the Cardinals. Did not expect Los and then Cheese God shit God Matt to go ahead and no life fucking eats and breathes and fucking fucks Madden Matt. Yeah, did not expect that. Did not expect that even a little bit. So, it's gonna be tough going. It's gonna be tough going. I think wild card is where I'm gonna have to shine, and that's okay. You know, maybe I have one year where Los gets tired of fucking going 17 and 0 and Matt gets tired of his rebuild or me and his game chats, which I think I almost pushed him out, last week.
No,
Or
sure.
you know what? We're not
Seems
gonna
like it.
we're gonna keep that game plan close to the vest. All right, guys. We're not gonna go ahead and publish anything public right now. Just know that Matt, that was just a start. That was just the start of our game chats, good sir. Can't wait to see you again next year. Can't wait. It's gonna be so much worse. Can't wait. I'm sticking with my choice. I'm sorry, Los. It's gonna be a foo and instant Super Bowl this year. I don't know why. Actually, now that I think about it, what's your record against Foo? Like, is it even, or does he have like the one or two games up on you?
I
Because I
didn't
mean,
even play Madden.
really, you
Oh
didn't
no,
play
no,
him at
no,
all last
we
man.
did, we did, we did, and then
I
we
thought
went
you
one
guys
and
had.
one.
Yeah.
That's right, because
Okay.
he had joined as the Texans. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went 1-1.
Yeah.
But all
See,
time,
so
I couldn't even tell you. We play this season though. We play in a few weeks.
hey, that's gonna be the marker right there. Well, it's gonna be a tough game, both games. When you guys meet in the NFC Championship, it's very obviously gonna. I mean, the Eagles aren't gonna come out of the playoffs. They'll be either a first round exit or that second round in the divisional round. They're gonna get smacked by either Los or Fu. I mean, it is what it is. Pick your poison. You could either go against the run cheese god or you could go against the fucking defensive fuckboy, which is why I'm gonna call Fu because there is no way in hell that man plays defense like that. It's fucking ridiculous. You can't do anything, and it's the only way to beat Fu is on some Madden bullshit. Like you just get like a bounce ball your way or fucking wasn't he
He's an
wasn't it
adjustment god.
wasn't it Matt who just fucking threw a fucking Hail Mary to Mike Evans last cycle to win the fucking game against Food. Like that's the only way you beat that man off some fucking nonsense.
Matt just beat him this week, actually. This past week.
He beat him or he didn't beat him?
No, he did beat him.
God, I hate that man so much. Yeah, like I said, the only way the AFC comes out from underneath his thumb is either we get a user that moves over there after taking a little break, or if he just decides that he's done shitting on literally everybody with that broke ass cheese ass fucking Dolphins team. Uh, Again, don't know whoever gave him the decision to fucking go ahead and choose the teams. Y'all some hoes. Y'all some straight up hoes. That man Los is laughing. It was his fucking fault. It's his fault we had to deal with instant as the
Yeah.
fucking Dolphins, isn't it? I'm
Well, I
dead.
mean, I used to be the person who chose teams, but I was.
Got
Mhm.
can't trust him. Can't trust him. Wiz, what are you thinking, my man? You a little
Well,
quiet. What's going on?
I think I'm gonna pick Matt to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I don't know. He seems like he just the fun pick to pick for the Super Bowl. That Seahawks roster and just be cool to see if he makes it. But I think he definitely has. I think it's not completely crazy to think he could make it. So I'm gonna pick Matt to represent it. And gonna join the line. Instance Instance is gonna probably win the AFC every season, except maybe once he gets bored and decides he gets off the Dolphins. Then I can see Steelers winning it, Texans, but I think Instant is gonna win it every season.
I will say the one way to beat instant is to run the ball. So if any of y'all in the AFC want a shot, you got to be able to run the ball. Yeah, okay, but listen, the reason is because he's always leading in games, and people stop running the ball. But you have to be able to run the ball to be instant, like from the jump. Think about all the users. Just think about all the users that like beat instant usually, like Fu, me. Last man, I think it was Dita that beat him as well, and he was
Matt
just a
Hey,
pretty
owned
good
you're
him in
not
runner.
wrong. As the
21.
leading instant expert over here,
Yeah,
having beat him
Kingo
as
beat him.
many times as I have, it was off the backs of my running backs. To the point where he threatened to get me kicked because I was hitting that cutback lane a little too early for his likings. Way back when. That's crazy. What do you mean? Fuck those guys. What are you talking about? Hey,
Nah,
yeah, I am that instant slayer, okay? Y'all haven't figured him out, but I definitely have, okay? I'm just saying. Hey, it is what
uh,
it is. We're a couple good plays away from being, right there in the division, all right, at fucking like 6 and what? 4? 6-4? Yeah, 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 6-4. Hey, we're a couple plays away from that, all right? You know, if I don't have that collapse against the Rams and I just keep my composure, that's a win. All right. If I don't let Matt fucking get in my fucking head and start talking shit to me, that's also a dub that I can hold over his head to this day. To this day. All right. And then if I capitalize on some turnovers against Nug right there, that's also a dub. Don't act like you weren't scared for that last drive, my man. And then I fucking threw it away. Another interception. Awful. Shut to see. Shut shut up. Shut up, bro.
No adjustments is wild. That's an
No,
adjustment. That's an adjustment. That counts.
hey, my hey man, I'm with you on that. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, look, I'm just saying I'm top 8 in overall offense. I don't know where I am in passing offense. I think I'm in the top 10 somewhere there. I'm just saying, guys, it's top 20. You're lying to me. Damn, I'm really being um, I can't score. I can't score the ball. I get into the red zone and then it's a wash. It's a wash there. I can't even throw it up to D Hop. You guys quadruple team that man. Who am I gonna throw to? The midgets? Fucking Marquise Brown's like 5'6". Fucking Rondale Moore is also 5'6". It's hey man,
8 for the
you're right.
Run
short
them
game.
jet tosses.
Yeah, you're right. The damn jet tosses that they fucking get blown up on. I hate it here. I hate it here, guys. Yeah, I ain't got no closing statements. Just fuck Matt. That's my closing statement. Anything else from you
Okay.
guys?
Oh, not enough for me.
All right. Well, here fully in closing then. Thank you to Nug for getting this all set up and getting the ball rolling here. This was the Shade Room. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little half installment for the mid-season review. That's all from all of us. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. You guys have a safe and blessed rest of your day, which is over. Goodbye.